Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the round 2. Next up, we have on the left Adam Hewitt, who is playing Yosenju, and on the right we have Seraph Shadow. Now, originally, the matchup that I did want was a Magical Explosion FTK, but unfortunately, the guy didn't want to come on stream, so there's only so much we can do about that. But I did kind of want to have that up there for you. But starting off, we have, on the right-hand side, Harry's going first, starts out with the Scepter, going into the Sovereignty. It'd be very strong if he does have another Scepter in hand.
Yes, definitely.
Because that would mean that
No,
next...
he doesn't.
Does he not?
No.
He does not? Okay, so maybe he's just deck thinning for now. But we shall see how it goes. So as said, Adam Hewitt playing Yosenju. I know Yosenjus very well. I used to play them a little bit. And with this deck list, he is playing... Yeah, Marmelo's in there. So that's going to be... And I was looking down at the deck list and then it appears on the screen. So yeah, so as you can see, we have the Marmelo coming out. Probably going to search out the bottomless if he doesn't have it already in hand.
Probably would be the beneficial play.
He does play...
It could be the Trap Tricks
Nightmare. He does have the 2 Nightmares as well. So we shall certainly see what he gets. I didn't actually see that. But I will on the repeat stream. And he gets the bottomless, just to make sure. So that's 1 bottomless. Looks like a Call the Haunted, maybe? Does he play Call the Haunted? No, he doesn't. So I'm just making that up. Okay, so M-Face, we have the
Sinister
games. Yep, games played. So usual play, Falco is set. Yeah, hopefully I won't have Shadow at all on the next stream, on the next round for you. Just because I wanted to play the I wanted to put the Yosenju, and he just happened to be against Shadow. Shadow's got a big turnout, I think, and we shall certainly see, because we've got one of the judges who's going to be doing a deck breakdown as well, so you can see all the 120 deck list, 121 deck list or something like that by the end of the day.
It's very interesting that Harry Jones is actually playing Jar of Avarice.
Ah, Jar of Avarice. Okay, that's pretty interesting. In his Shadow Star Seraph. Yeah, that's pretty different.
Yeah.
He's just playing the one of.
Just playing the one.
Yeah, okay. So we have 2 sets here. And that is about it, by the looks of it. I did miss if there was any damage on board there. So here's the... here we go. So, was he crushing the Scepter? Scepter's 1-8, Marmelo's
1-6.
Yep. So I'm not sure how he missed that. But anyway, so here we go. Here's the fun time happiness play that we have with the Scepter Sovereignty play. I'm not sure if Adam has an out to this. He could probably have bottomless the Scepter, because if he goes into the Deltaros, he's going to be able to do nothing about it. So I probably would have maybe forced that out. It just depends on what's going to happen. So there's the other Sovereignty, unless there was a TT, and that would be huge.
Oh. Well, we've already had TT for 5.
Yeah, that was a good old Jack Igo.
Aye.
Good days. So yeah, so we have the XE play, and that does look like a Deltaros. Unfortunately, there is a bit of glare. So Deltaros hits the bottomless.
Wow.
It's pretty big, and he does draw off the Scepter effect as well. The Call Haunted stays, obviously, because he's been overlaid. He's probably going to go and hit one of those back row as well, because it's the big threat right now.
It is.
He also has a Mathematician in hand.
That is really...
It's a super strong play. Yeah, he's going to touch, hit that one, and Trap Tricks Nightmare. Yeah, so that's why I didn't search it out. That's pretty good, which is fine. So basically, a 2 for 1 in essence. But so the core comes out. So the El Shaddol Fusion should be coming out here now. Let's see what he decides on.
Yes.
So yeah. So he's going to be sending probably the Falco that he had set, that he got off the Shadow Games of Mystical Martyr.
Making the constructs.
And the construct comes out. Is there anything? Is there another Trap Tricks Trap-Hole Nightmare? That would be pretty good. Fiendish Chain. Okay, so that's fine. So, Chaining 1, Chaining 2, Chaining 3, Chaining 4. And then we resolve back. So he adds back the...
El Shaddol.
Yep. Which is strong in itself, because he could possibly just get rid of that construct again. But he's Fiendish Chain, he's trying to attack, obviously he knows that.
He could set... Well, he's got a Book of Moon, huh?
We could have Book a Moon to resolve the construct effect, but Defissure is drawn. Oh dear. Here we go again. So if he had the Nightmare, why would you not Nightmare the Scepter off the Call Haunted? Maybe he was just wanting to make sure that he tries to get rid of those extra deck cards.
Yes, definitely.
Does he? I imagine he only plays one Deltaros, which he does by the look of it.
Yes.
Only one Deltaros. So maybe that's why he wanted to wait until Deltaros came out, because it is such a power play. So next up we have number 1 and number... Can't see it. Curse that glare. I wonder if I can do anything about that glare for you. Give me 1 second. Steve, I'll leave you in his capable hands. He's making a rank 3 overlay.
He's making his own Deltaros.
Carry on. Don't worry.
Oh, the book.
Is it just monsters on?
That is really strong. Bearing in mind the construct is Fiendish Chained.
Nobody else can do that.
So I'm back. I was just getting rid of some of the glare. Hopefully that has gotten rid of it.
So he's just flipped the beast.
Flip the beast? Oh wow, he had the beast set. Okay, I did not know that. That was pretty big. So the beast is set, and the construct's going to bash into that Deltaros. Deltaros obviously doesn't have 2/8 defense, but I do believe that it's been ruled if something's been Book a Mooned and it was summoned from the extra deck.
It's not classed as a
It's not classed as being special summoned, yeah. So it wouldn't matter too much at this moment in time.
No.
But if it did have bigger defense than 2/8, then yeah. But the El Shaddai fusion is activated, and he looks like he's going to be using all of them from his hands. So that's a Falco and maybe an Effect Veiler.
I think it's Effect Veiler.
So this is pretty big. This is going to be painful. And Beast has 2,100 attack?
2,200 attack
22.
and 17 defense.
Yeah. Just couldn't remember off the top of my head there. And then the Scepter comes out as well. Wow.
That is a massive push.
So he searches for that final sovereignty in deck. But this is where probably Jar of Avarice would come in if you wanted to recycle those. So the Beast attacks. Then 2/8, 2/8, 1/8.
Oh no, the construct won't attack because it's still Fiendish Chain.
Oh yeah, that is true. So it's just 2/8 and 1/8, which will leave him on.
And the Scepter as well.
And the Scepter as well. So that will leave him on 4,600 life. So Adam is in a bit of a bad spot here. There's 4 monsters.
Just Darkhold now.
And
Darkhold and Diffusion.
wow, that is. Well, I take back what I said. I certainly do take back what I said. The fact he is under the cosh slightly. He is not anymore.
He's got 1 can in hand, 1 face down. Ouch.
So we know that. Is that number 1? I do believe.
That is number 1.
So he's just making a push, and then it's kind of all he can really do. It returns, but I still think that. Sorry, it's number 3.
Oh, he's just played Jar of Avarice.
Wow.
So that was his
wow, that is insane. So the Sovereignty Scepter play is now live again.
Certainly is.
So huge. We were just discussing as well. I think it's one card that if you get it, it's amazing. But if you just get it at a bad time, it's like the worst thing ever.
Yes.
So nothing will really beat. Nothing will really beat his Sovereignty Scepter plays, and if you put the Deltaros back as well.
Yeah.
Your materials aren't banished.
Thank you.
Chain mistake.
So I was just quickly just clearing up that the materials aren't banished. I just wanted to make sure because that could actually be a big play. So he has the mistake on the Mamelio. Wow. Okay.
So he only had the, I think it was the last trap trick strap. Yep, the last trap trick strap all night.
And did he attack? I imagine he attacked.
Believe so.
Does that leave him on 4-9?
It'll leave him on 4-9. So sexy names.
So he's drawn a Tenki, I think, or maybe he already had it in his hand, but he has number 3 that he now summons, and he can make a level 4 rank play. But what would be good in this instance? He has 1, 2, 3, 4 cards total. He could technically make an Exciton Knight.
He does play it.
I would imagine it would be quite bad if he didn't. It wouldn't be very good. I think, and he's looking at Castell. Okay, maybe he wants to. I guess the Exciton Knight would put him basically a little bit of a disadvantage because he does get rid of his D-Fissure.
Yes.
So he's going to try and get rid of that mistake, and it goes through. And this is big because he has the Tenki.
He has the Tenki in hand.
Wow. Okay. Okay, so I'm sure the Tenki is going to be activated right now. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. If only he had, if he had another wind instead of the Mamelio, he could have gone into Lightning Chidori and spun both.
Ouch.
That would have been big.
Ouch.
Either the back row or the monster. I probably would have gone with the monster because if you get the effect of, in my eyes, if you would get the effect,
he does actually play Lightning Chidori as well.
He does as well because it's very good in the matchup. Well, in the deck because they're all wins, all the little Yosenjus. So Tenki, and he searched out, I do believe, that one is number 1.
You know what it is.
But I think he might be, so he added it, you think he's okay, so he didn't summon it, that's fine. But he attacks into the Sovereignty, so there is just a trade-off. Nothing happens. So I'm sure Adam probably knew about that. The Yosenju 1 is pretty good, because obviously you can normal summon, and then if you could do control another one, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and return it to the hand.
Wow.
And he Raigekis. Okay, and he's on 3-4, but no follow-up play.
Well, he has got the defensive wall.
He's got the defensive wall, but I think he just drew another Sovereignty, which would be awful.
That is awful.
Because, as you know, you cannot play... and he's flipped the Vanities in the end phase. That's interesting. Maybe a little bit hasty.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to lock him down a little bit. But that is also big, because it means that...
Well, the Yosenjus do play under Vanities, because they are normal summon.
They certainly do. So he summons number
1 and 3.
1 and 3. So 1 is going to activate the effect to send the Sovereignty back to hand. And then he's going to attack with a 1700 Karma 1 into, as I thought, the Sovereignty. So he's going to take 300 damage there. So the interesting thing about this having this Vanities play is the fact that obviously monsters, they would be destroyed, they don't go to the grave. So Vanity stays there. Obviously the good lock is the macro Vanities lock, which we all know about and how much of a pain that one is.
I was under that in the last Brotherhood. It was terrible.
So he summons the dragon, which is on 1/9.
Just pushing.
And yeah,
has to push.
Simply, which is going to leave him on 1/2.
But he can't exceed play with the Sovereignty, because the Sovereignty has to be 3 materials.
And he also has the Vanities up, so he's doubly locked. So we know that there is Yosenju 1 and 3 in hand. And he draws... Mistaken Arrest? Yes, Mistaken Arrest. He does play it in the main. So, Mistaken Arrest, yeah, it wouldn't be too bad in this matchup, but it's not the greatest. So he's having a good think. The problem is that he doesn't have... well, if he had Yosenju 2, that'd be really good. 1, 2, 3, and then he could do the complete plays.
So he's normal summon the Karma 1 to 3.
Yeah.
And then bounce back the dragon.
Which is...
He's not really doing much.
Don't know if I would have... It doesn't really matter. I feel like that was a bit of a waste, maybe, but there's not much you can do. because you could summon the dragon now and possibly attack the game, because we don't know. We know that face down is a bluff.
Yes.
But Harry doesn't know that, so we will just have to see if he's feeling confident enough. Personally, I would just go for it because I have the defense of a sovereignty, and I feel that if that dragon gets destroyed in some way, shape, or form, whatever. So, and he's switching
sovereignty to attack.
Nothing I could do.
which didn't really
Good
need to
time.
do, but nonetheless.
Game 1.
So that's game 1. So looking
didn't know
at
if I wanted to
Adam
use it
Hewitt's
because
side,
it wasn't really
what does he have for this matchup?
Adam Hewitt.
Yeah.
Well, Creature Swap, Kaiku, Retaliating Sea, Vanity's Fiend, Moon Mirror Shield, Mattyon the Time Lord,
Mattyon is a
Wow.
strong card.
and 2 Lightning Prison Mirror, 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, 2 Mind Crush, and 2 Wavering Eyes.
Okay. It's pretty interesting, let's face it. What would you be siding in? The creature swap? I'd take that creature swap and put that straight into the main.
Yes. Also, the Retaliating Sea is also a good one.
Italian Sea is good. The Kaiku might be quite interesting to get rid of
Kaiku
those.
would be very interesting.
Get rid of those targets for anything that wants to go back to hand. The Vanities as well would be good. The Mattyon would be devastating if you could resolve that. Mattyon's one of my favourite cards just because it's so good.
Both Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirror.
Yeah.
Stops the sovereignty plays, stops all shadows engraven also on the field. Possibly Mind Crush. I reckon Mind Crush would be good as well.
It could be.
Because they add the chair and they can do the chair play. Because it's been revealed, it doesn't special summon, so you don't get to draw if you Mind Crush it.
That is very true. We will just have to see what he wants to side in. So it looks like possibly 5 cards he's siding in. It's just pointing out in the chat that the Vanity stopped him from winning there. And that is very true. I did think that the preemptive activation on Vanities in the end phase was a little bit too hasty.
It was.
I think that Vanities, because it is at 1, if it's at 3 then fine.
Yeah.
But because it's at 1, it's such a devastating card when played right. And
This is my third one.
Well, you'd want to do an activation of, I'd say, Shadow Fusion.
Shadow Fusion or anything like that, yeah. So it just depends. Maybe he felt that he was in a comfortable position with the defissure up, but unfortunately it took a turn for the worse. He took too much damage, and that was game 1. So we're 17 minutes in, going into game 2 now, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. I do see how the camera has also dropped, so you can see half of his face. We will fix that for next round.
That one I think you've got a bit more versatility to.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, it's just
You can
so
see his
not
face anyway, it's
consistent.
fine.
I hate that, like, I used to play...
So just shuffling up for next round. Hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of good matches. I did speak to Jared, people who are fanboying over Jared. Did speak to him and he does say he does want to come on the stream, but he wants to try for later on because so he can do better because he's currently X1.
Yes.
The amazing Spooner man, I am not taking part, I am just commentating. So starting us off, I think that was possibly a dragon set, and I do believe there was a mistake, and I think an MST, but I'm not entirely sure. So obviously Adam would go second in this instance, which is fine. So he normal summons the Suck, I think it is. Can't remember that one. It's basically you gain an extra 1,000 on a monster. It can be discarded as well. But it looks like he's taking it back.
So he sets 4.
Wow, full set. Yeah.
MST, blind MST into 4. But he does hit the Vanities.
Oh, wow. I feel... Oh, I think he's gotten away with that a bit.
That is very, very lucky.
So he summons the Sovereign, the Scepter, and it's going to be met with a Mistaken Arrest, I think. Which it is.
Yes.
So Mistaken Arrest, a brand new card, basically locks down Necros, any searching, but it also does affect you until the end of your turn as well.
Yeah.
So if you did have anything like 10 keys or anything like that, you wouldn't be able to activate it. So he activates the Shadow Fusion from hand, and he's wishing he had that Vanities.
That Vanities.
Because if he had that Vanities, he would completely lock him down. It'd be amazing with the amount of cards he'd be using against him. But he does look like he's activating that Bottomless. Okay. So, obviously the chain links carry on. Construct still does get its effect, because its effect hasn't been negated. hopefully we're going to be seeing some Cosmos. I do want to get them on the stream. Hopefully I'll be able to get it next round. There's a Gem Knight player which is quite interesting who won the first game, so that could be an interesting one for you guys to see. Hacksaw Hughes says, tell Steve that me, Ben, had a whole chicken 2 days ago.
Good lad. I am proud of the full chicken. Not quarter chicken.
The full chicken. So, we have a beast sent, and he drew sets. I think that was a Falco. I'm not entirely sure.
I really want to see a Trish. I want someone to get Trish.
Well, I think if anyone subscribed to me, they know how much I love Trish. And he compulses the face down, which was the Falco, I think. Can't see shuffling too much. So number 1 comes down, and the Veiler.
So that stops it from bouncing back in end phase as well.
It does. I can't remember if it's the same as Caster. If this card is normal summons, no, it's not. I was thinking of Caster Pollux.
Yeah.
With the fact it doesn't get negated, but that's fine. So
because it's a continue.
yes. So he's going to take a 1/6 to the face. Harry there.
Ooh. Chaining the mistake onto the Mamelo.
It's pretty big.
It is big.
But
he could make the Castel to send it back.
He could, yeah. I think that would be a pretty good play right now. But he's just going to go for the damage. But he does go into the Falco,
which
so
probably will get the beast.
Yeah, the beast is set. Or thinking about it, the beast is probably the best thing right now for Harry. So the Falco goes. The beast is set. It's up to him what he wants to do here. The Castel going back would be probably quite nice, but it depends on how many searching cards he actually has in his hand at this current moment in time. There will be a Top Cup today, just so you know. But I think if only he had another Yosenju, then he could Lightning Chidori.
Well, is he going to go into the Diamond?
Diamond would be pretty big right now.
It would be really good. Because it stops him from sending from the graveyard with his Shadow Fusion. And
he's just adding a material at the end phase. He's not going straight into the Diamond.
I think he's misplayed, to be fair.
I think he has as well.
Unless he doesn't play.
What rank 5s? I imagine there's
Artifact done around.
Durandal,
that's
Pallades is rank 5. So he's activating the effect. Probably to go into the Pallades. No, to the Diamond. Okay.
Wow.
Maybe he was trying to force his opponent to make a move in that essence.
Possibly.
So Falco. I'm going to say that constantly. Falco is coming to the field.
You say Falco or Falco?
I keep saying Falco. Falco.
Oh, he's just banished 2 for BLS. Ouch.
So BLS is going to swing for 300 and then 3/3.
Yeah. And then 2/2.
2/2. That's 5/5.
I'll leave it on 2,500.
That's how good BLS is.
BLS should be banned. What do other people think? A lot of people have said.
Would BLS be banned? Who knows? We all know that. We all know that.
Everyone hates.
Asian Eyes is a big follower of BLS. We all know that. If anyone knows who Asian Eyes is, I'm sure you guys do. But I think that was a big misplay. The fact that not.
They go straight into
The attaching and then going into. I mean, in the end, it didn't actually matter.
No.
That was
But
difficult, wasn't it?
I don't think it was the most opportune play to make.
No.
So he does have a dark hole, and he does have a warning.
Oh,
He drew into the dark hole, I think. So he draws into the dark hole, and that is the Falco. Falco just gets set. It's fine.
and then draw from a beast.
Yeah. So he summons Cirque. Cirque's gonna activate his effect. Possibly
it's
just
just
attack, which is fine because you just want to get rid of that Falco. Falco.
Shimmy
because
went
it's
to
already
Chelsea.
I know. Shimmy went to Chelsea. Shimmy went to United. He was useless there.
Yeah. Oh, call the Haunted.
Wow.
That's on his end phase.
Wow. And that would be game.
I think that is game.
I wouldn't even need to. I wouldn't
Is
even
it a
summon.
torrential?
If it's a torrential, that's a massive misplay because I wouldn't even summon because he has.
It's a warning.
And he knows it's over.
It's over.
He knows it's over. He's now on 500 and he attacks again. That is it.
Oh,
So,
wow.
a couple of misplays there, possibly due to nerves, possibly due to maybe trying to think he's being a bit clever.
Yeah.
I think the whole point was maybe trying to be clever and try and catch him out because I would have thought he would be going for Pallades at that point. And
MST.
yeah.
But would you have made a BLS under the Pallades?
Well, it depends. I'm not sure how much he had engraved, but
Yeah.
he did have a lot, so it will at least make him get rid of 4 cards from his graveyard. But in the end of the day, it didn't matter. However you played it, it didn't matter. We didn't see the Denko, we didn't see the TT, so that is it. But so we are going to go to round 3 very soon. I hope you guys do enjoy this round. It's a 25-minute round, so we will be back hopefully in the next say 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on how this round goes. And I shall catch you guys later. I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure to share to everyone, and we shall